Look at these. Look at these streets. There are Christmas lights, Christmas ornaments, wall decorations, cookies and breads that are all Christmas oriented. Oh, it's like a fairy tale land. Like genuinely, this is the equivalent to a fairy tale land.
It's currently 4:40 in the morning. We are leaving Lyon to go to Strasbourg. See you in Strasbourg. And with the snap of a finger, we are 9 hours later in Strasbourg. Oh, you think because I snapped my fingers we just appeared here? No, this is how we got here.
The doors were locked and we had no idea how we were gonna get out of our hotel.
So we're taking this thing called the blah blah bus. Whoa, what? Blah blah, I can't even say it. Blah blah bus. And how it works is you get your seats an hour before the bus takes off. That's when we woke up, we checked. And I think we're seats 1 and 2. If that's true, it's gonna be a great bus ride.
On the bus to Strasbourg, we should be there in about 8 hours.
Hour number 2.
Hour number 3. Hour 6 and our sailor kit is gone.
Hour 7 and the baby's been crying since the first stop. We have officially made it off the bus of our 8-hour adventure. Now time to find public transportation to the Airbnb.
€3.60 for 2 tickets.
We made it.
8 hours later. If you missed yesterday's video, we are currently in France and there was a big strike in the whole country over the weekend. So our train was canceled yesterday. We are going to end it for tonight and pick up tomorrow on our only full day here in Strasbourg. See you in the morning. Good morning from Kiel, Germany.
We are the Simpsons and this is Simps on the Go. And today is our only full day in Strasbourg, France.
Confused yet?
Well, we started in France, but we're currently in Germany. But Strasbourg is actually on the border of Germany and France. So why not hop into Germany and get a little taste of where we're gonna be going? Hint, hint.
Germany, France. And now I'm kind of nowhere because I'm in the middle of both Germany and France. I don't think that for many people that's that exciting, but for Americans, we don't get to see that very often. We're at one tram stop, there's one language, and literally 3 minutes later at the next tram stop, there's an entirely different language, culture, everything. And it's just so wild. It's such a wild experience for an American.
I love wine. And we're in the Alsatian region, and I found a little, it's like a wine museum-ish. It's a hospital that has the oldest white wine barrel in the world.
So these tunnels are thought to have connected all of the major buildings in Strasbourg many hundreds of years ago. And no one knew about these tunnels. So they used it as a way to transport food and ammunition to soldiers during war. But because this is the only building that remains from hundreds of years ago, this is the only section that still exists.
The barrel behind me is the oldest white wine barrel in the world. It's from 1472 and still has wine in it. When are you gonna tap it? Because I want some.
In 2015, they started noticing that there was a leak in the 1472 barrel. So they hired the best winemakers and barrel makers in France, and it took them 200 manual hours to transfer the wine from 1472 to the new barrel to keep it as original as possible. And I also learned that there have been 3 times that people drank the wine in the barrel. One time was in the 1500s with the Swiss. The second time was in the 1700s after the hospital was burnt down and rebuilt. And then the third time was in 1944 after World War II and the liberation of Strasbourg. So I'm thinking that this is another monumental moment where Simps on the Go is in the caves and should probably open it up for a 4th time. That's what I'm thinking.
So the 3 main grapes that actually came from Germany into France in this region of Alsace, Gewürztraminer, Pinot Gris, Rieslings. Looking for a good Alsatian wine, look for an off-dry Gewürztraminer. I think they've truly mastered it here. So the hospital above us actually started this winery because 90% of the patients that were in the hospital could not afford to pay their hospital bills. And so what the hospital did is they created this winery and this wine cave down here to help the patients pay for their hospital bills because no one could pay for them. Currently, the hospital that's still in existence still produces the wine to help fund the hospital.
If you're ever in Strasbourg, make sure you come to this place because it is really interesting. Pretty cool to see the oldest barrel in the world, and it still has wine in it.
They offered for us to taste it, but we're kind of running out of time and we want to show you the rest of Strasbourg, so we're going to head out.
They did not offer us to taste it. He wishes.
I asked. They laughed at me. But I'm sure you don't want to spend all day inside of a wine cave looking at a 700-year-old wine barrel. So we're going to move on and we're going to go to Petite France. We've been here for 3 weeks and I've yet to get my crepe and I'm going crepey. So Petite France is this cute little village within Strasbourg. It's kind of right outside the city center, but it just has all these German architecture buildings. And all of the buildings are just so picturesque.
I love this. It's kind of touristy, but oh, it is so amazing. Ugh.
So one of the things on my food list that we needed to eat, apparently while we're here, is a thing called a tarte flambée. Essentially what it is, it's just a piece of bread or dough with creme fraiche and lardons and onions.
I'm not really sure how to eat this. Maybe I bend it? Maybe should I close it? Or should I like rip it in half?
Just eat it all in one bite.
I'm gonna eat it like this. Oh no. I love France. This is the traditional one of the tarte flambée, but they call it flamme couche. I have no idea if that's right, so make sure you comment below if I mispronounce that, because I probably did. That's even better. It's a little more sour. We didn't get extra cheese on it. We just got the traditional, and it's more sour, but it's very good. I heard someone use the perfect word to describe Strasbourg at Christmas time. Exceptional. I've never seen a place like this. Like, I'm kind of speechless. Every alley has so much Christmas decorations and just, it is so beautiful, and I wish so badly we could be here another day. This is so spectacular that I just don't think we're doing it justice. I don't even think we can do it justice because there's so much to see.
We haven't even scratched the surface and we've been walking around wandering.
Don't make me go. I wish we could be here another day.
So one of of the main reasons why we came here was for the Christmas market and the Christmas market decorations to really get in the Christmas market mood for the rest of the month. Cue Strasbourg B-roll now.
So one of the main reasons why we aren't here for very long is because Strasbourg at Christmas time is actually very expensive. So if you're planning on coming to Strasbourg for Christmas, for the Christmas markets, which you should, just make sure to plan well in advance.
We keep seeing signs for the Christmas capital, and I think it's because Strasbourg has the biggest Christmas market in Europe. It has 300 stalls.
I feel like we're in Chinawapan because it feels like we're in Chinawapan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, video up here.
Just paid €1 for a banana, but Nutella banana crepe is the bee's knees. Yes. It's just a combination of two beautiful foods wrapped in a beautiful batter. It's just a beautiful thing. B-E-A-beautiful. So we're gonna close out here in downtown Strasbourg.
And unfortunately, our one full day here is over, and it flew by and went entirely too fast.
Way too fast. Today we went to the biggest Christmas market in Europe, and tomorrow we go to the oldest Christmas market in Europe. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you really liked it, give us a little comment below and tell us what you think. We will see you in
these tunnels are and a place to transport. I'm sorry, I keep thinking I see a rat. I think I lived in New York too long. Wait, you just said you were talking while we were walking into it. That is so wrong. It's like, I'm so off.
Just
I need
tell
food.
me.